First of all, let me tell you where I'm at today. I am in Panama. Welcome to paradise on episode 1 of Where's London? Black sand, ocean breezes, and a few days to escape. Let's explore Panama together. So I like to involve you guys every step of the way. This is me and my Uber on the way to the airport in Atlanta. My flight was scheduled to leave at 9:50 a.m. and just being from Atlanta, I know how hectic the airport could be. I was flying out of the international side today because my flight was direct. So it actually wasn't that bad. As you can see, I went through TSA's line pretty quickly. It wasn't that, this is literally me walking up and you see there's only a couple rows of people in front of me. Usually all of this could be filled. So I felt pretty lucky this day. So yeah, I was there about 2.5 hours early. So if you want to make sure that your line looks like this on a Tuesday morning, maybe try checking out the Atlanta's international side at this time. In addition to the line being really short, it was moving pretty quickly as well. I really have no complaints. I've had to rate my TSA line on the international side. Today, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Y'all, you really can't ask for much more than this unless if you just want to walk through and have no line at all. But for somebody who doesn't have clear or, the TSA pre-check, I had a pretty great experience. And while you guys continue to check out the inside of Atlanta's airport from the view of my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, let me give you a quick tip that I learned on this trip. It's actually cheaper. If you're afraid that your bag is going to be overweight, the one that you're checking, it will be cheaper if you're flying with Delta to check a second bag than it would be to pay for the additional weight. I think my bag was 2 pounds over and they were going to charge me $100, for that extra 2 pounds. Whereas I could have just went ahead and paid I think it's $45, maybe $50 to check a second bag completely. But luckily I was able to consolidate some stuff into my carry-on, so it worked out. But that's just a quick tip for you guys whenever you're traveling with Delta. Right now, everything you're seeing was recorded through my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. If you want to get a pair, check the link in my description. You'll get $30 off if you use my link. Also, you could just hands-free record so many things. It's really, really useful for when you're traveling and you want to get first-person views. Make sure you check out the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. I know Oakley is partnered with Meta as well, but it's just really convenient. Another way to capture your content. Also, if this is going to be your first time flying out of Atlanta's airport, I want you to be mindful that there is a bit of a process to get to your gate because the airport is so large. Once you go through TSA, you will likely have to get on what we call the plane train, ride it to your actual gate, whether it's A, B, C, D, E, etc., and then get off the train, go up the escalator, and finally walk to your actual number. All of that could take a while, so just be sure to give yourself plenty of time. You may even have a little time for a pre-takeoff photo shoot. Speaking of taking off, before I knew it, y'all, I looked out the window on that airplane and we were descending into Panama. And that's when I actually started to get excited. All this other stuff is cool, but look at how beautiful Panama City is. We flew into PTY, which is Panama City's main airport, but my resort was actually a 2-hour drive away. So this is a bit of the shuttle drive on the way to the actual resort, which was the Riu Playa Blanca. I love staying at Riu resorts, y'all. They are all inclusive. That includes food, drinks, everything you want to do. It's paid for when you book your reservation. This resort in particular is family friendly, which I also lean toward when I'm traveling solo. They just feel a little safer than adults only resorts to me. Here you see her putting my wristband on, which means vacation has officially started, y'all. What's up, everybody? It's me, London Elixir, on our very first official Where's London travel series. Okay, so I figured it would be cool for this episode if I did a behind the scenes of what made me want to start doing this travel content and, just kind of the thought process, how it came about, and all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. First of all, let me tell you where I'm at today. I am in Panama. We are on a black sand beach, which means we're on the Pacific side during the rainy season. So there's actually a volcano here. I forget the name of it. I'm drawing a blank, but it's a very active volcano. And during the raining season, when it erupts, the rivers carry lava and different types of minerals from the volcano eruptions into the water out here in the Pacific Ocean, which results in the sand turning black during the rainy season. So we actually are on a black sand beach. This is my first time on a black sand beach, so that was pretty exciting. And the black sand is actually very sparkly and very glitter, it's very pretty. I love it. But it does make the water very, very dark. And muggy looking as far as like you're not going to be able to see through like on other Caribbean destinations I've been to. But again, that's because we are on the Pacific side and it is rainy season, so the sand is black right now. Okay, that was just a fun fact. Now let's get into why I decided to start Where's London. First of all, y'all know me. I am a viral DJ on TikTok, very sought after DJ in the Atlanta area for all types of private events. That's like weddings, graduations, birthday parties, things of that sort. I'm also a well established music producer. I have a lot of music on TV shows, networks, movies, commercials, things that you've seen. I have music in and I get paid for that. That's called sync licensing. So those are the two main things that I do as far as revenue streams for my business. But I was like, I need to find something else to do because DJing, as much as I love to do it, I don't see me doing that like well into my 40s. And sync licensing is great as well, but that's like up and down. So I was trying to figure out something else I could add as a revenue stream to my business, but I wanted it to feel more fun and something that I just actually like to do that wouldn't feel as much like work as some of the other things that I do. Hence, I love to travel. So I was like, why don't I just start documenting my trips? I'm always going somewhere anyway. Maybe I could turn this into a travel series and try to build up my YouTube channel. And the reason why I went with travel content is because, well, there's a few different reasons. One, like I've been hearing that YouTube is the place to be. Yes, I'm very successful on TikTok, but like I keep hearing YouTube pays the most. It's the most consistent. It never changes. TikTok changes their algorithm, their rules, their payouts, all of that. And that is true. I have experienced like a difference in TikTok, especially since there was that TikTok ban. So they're like, YouTube is the place to go. And I know people who have a lot of success on YouTube. So I started posting, DJ mixes, beats, my podcast / radio show, stuff like that onto my YouTube channel. And that's how I started building up my subscribers. But I quickly realized like, I am not going to be able to monetize the DJ content on my YouTube channel because I don't own the music. So I need to figure out a way to create content that I'll be able to monetize on YouTube and also be able to get brand deals from. What's something else I really like to do? Traveling. So boom, here we are. I decided to start a travel content series entitled Where is London? Because I always go somewhere and people be like, dang, you be everywhere. Where you been? So I just figured, let's call it Where's London? I did book an oceanfront room for the view, but that did mean that I was going to get a lot of steps in going from the hotel elevator to my room. So just keep that in mind if you book an oceanfront room. It's worth it in my opinion, but just know that. This is the bathroom. They had a detachable shower head. The water pressure was great. The water got hot quick. No complaints there. There were double sinks, even though I only needed one. And you didn't really get a good view of that because I was too busy taking a selfie in the mirror. Here is the bar that they had available in the room. There were also drinks in the fridge, a place to set your suitcase, 2 nightstands, a king size bed, a dresser, table, 2 chairs, pretty much everything you could need, and it did not feel cramped. So shout out to Riu for their layout of this room. Same thing about the balcony, very spacious. There were 2 chairs and a table out there as well. And look at this view, y'all. Just beautiful. You can see the Pacific Ocean, the pools from the resort, the palm trees. This is why you book the oceanfront room right here. And while the room alone is a vacation within itself, you do not have to stay confined to it because there are so many things that this resort has to offer. For example, there were poolside dance classes every single day. I lie to you not. And it looks kind of fun. There's also a gift shop so you can go get all your souvenirs. And there are also people set up on a beach if you wanted to do it there. You could book an excursion directly from the resort. You'll be in good hands. You could shoot pool, even grab a drink at the sports bar, one of many bars on the property. You can even head to the gym if that's what you like to do on vacation. Definitely not what I like to do, but hey, if that's your jam, that's it. You could catch live performances. Every night they had something different going on. When I say they had a lot of pools, I am not exaggerating, y'all. But the cool thing about it was the kids had their own separate swim area with slides and like a dump bucket. They even had this baby kiddie pool and play area off to the side. You could even go swimming at nighttime, y'all, where they had everything lit up, motion sensor lights. It was really a whole vibe there. I cannot complain. They had evening entertainment as well, something fun to get into for the kids and for the adults. And of course, you could always just walk a few steps and you're at the beach, y'all. The resort is right on the beach, and that's the only way I like to stay when I travel to any beach destination. Just take me a few steps and I'm there. They had a nightclub as well, and coming from a DJ, y'all, this DJ actually was doing his thing, okay? It was actually a vibe. You can even go horseback riding on the beach. You don't even have to book this in advance. The vendors are at the beach ready and waiting for you to just say, hey, I want to ride a horse. And I have to give a shout out to Eleazar. He was an amazing tour guide. It was very safe. He took good pictures of me. He was very polite. Like, if you have to book one, book with him. Here's my quick routine for glowing, healthy skin. Spoiler alert, I use all herbal face food products. The first thing I do is tie up my hair, and then we start off with the soap. You lather it on your hands, don't put the bar directly on your face, and then go ahead and wash your face with this. It cleanses, moisturizes, and protects without irritating your skin. After that, we're gonna rinse it off with some water, and then we're gonna pat dry with a towel. And at this point, your skin should already be feeling brand new. Next up, we have the serum, which you shake first because it is 100% plant-based. I usually do about 5 drops of this. I rub it into my face and it will tingle, you guys. It's like Listerine, but you know that it's working. Finishing off with the cream, this is my favorite step. It moisturizes and firms my skin. It's like luxury skincare. And then you're good to go. You can get the London Glow now for 30% off using my code at herbalfacefood.com. Okay, before we get into the food, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and share this with somebody who you would go to this resort with. And now it's time for plate rates. This resort had a breakfast and lunch buffet and also 3 specialty restaurants to choose from for dinner. Those included this Italian restaurant here, this steakhouse, which also served as a snack bar during the day, and this Asian restaurant as well. Okay, first up, I'm going to tell you guys about the breakfast and lunch buffet because this is where you're going to have to eat breakfast and lunch every day. They had a lot of variety. They had a lot of desserts, a lot of salads, a lot of fruits, and a lot of cooked food to choose from. Personally, the flavor was just aight to me. Maybe I'm picky, but I would rate this like a 5 out of 10 as far as breakfast and lunch went. The staff was super friendly. I did feel like everything was really clean and really well organized, so shout out to them for that. I just really wasn't a big fan of the flavors of the food. Next up, we have the lunch alternative, which is the snack bar. I don't know if you guys could tell, but there was like a little cat underneath the table. Rewind it if you missed it. But yeah, it's an indoor-outdoor restaurant, so there may be some stray animals that come up, but it was still a really good vibe. This is an alternative to the buffet for lunch, but I did notice they had a lot of the same stuff that the buffet had. They did have some other options too, which was pretty cool. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10 as well. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that this restaurant turns into a steakhouse at night. As you can see on the right, that is the steak and potatoes and vegetables meal. The middle is the dessert I had, which was apple pie and ice cream. And to the left, we had some mozzarella sticks and a Caesar salad. This was definitely better than the buffet. The food was much better. However, I was still only rated like a 6.5 out of 10, y'all. And again, I'm like, am I picky? Are my taste buds this picky? I should not have come to this restaurant, and let me tell you why. I really had to put my piece on the line just to eat here. Look at this line, y'all. Insane. People were lined up every single day at this Asian specialty restaurant during my stay at the Riu Playa Blanca. I literally had to show up early just to secure my spot, like it was concert tickets or something. But the second I sat down, I understood why everybody was acting so pressed. We started with the sushi, which was fresh, clean, and really flavorful. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Also, the crab rangoon was like crispy and on point. I wish it would have had some cream cheese in it, but that's just a personal preference. Other than that, it was really good. I also had a quick sangria break before getting into this chicken teriyaki, y'all. Not to mention the cheesecake for dessert, dangerous. So if you're staying at the Riu Playa Blanca in Panama, just know you will lose a little bit of patience, but you'll gain a whole lot of happiness on that plate. It's worth every minute of the wait. Now let's get into my absolute favorite restaurant on the entire resort, y'all. This was the the Italian specialty restaurant. And this was where I ate the very first day that I got there after a 4-hour long flight, a 2.5 to 3 hour long drive. Y'all, I was ready to fill my stomach up. And listen, they had wine to choose from, but it was all like the bitter kind. It was not dry. That's the word, dry wine. I like sweet wines, but since they didn't have it, I went ahead and drank that wine anyway. But pro tip, next time I know to ask for sangria. Just ask them for a sangria and they got you if you like the sweet drinks, okay? I had the steak and potatoes meal because honestly, it was a hearty travel day and I needed a hearty meal, okay? Bussin', y'all. Of all the restaurants, this one had the best seasoning, in my opinion. The potatoes were good. The steak was good. For dessert, I had the tiramisu, which was delicious, y'all. I wish I could have took 5 of those to my room, but then I would have been up some pounds that I don't need to be up. So, but listen, eat at this restaurant, y'all. You will not be disappointed. It was so good that I ate at this restaurant multiple times while I was there. The other time I ate there, I tried their lasagna, and I think I got the tiramisu again because I knew it was so good. So yes, again, this was my favorite restaurant. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10, and that's it on plate rates. Okay, so the first challenge I faced with creating this content was like, oh my gosh, like, where am I going to go to kick it off? Like, what should I do? Because the type of content I'm doing now, like, I just started posting some of the old videos and pictures I have from other trips I've taken, but none of them have been like super serious. So I had to figure out where I was going to go and who was going to go with me. That was what I was trying to figure out. Like, dang, who's going to come with me? Because I don't want to travel alone. Like, because the places I want to go, I love like islands. I love ocean. I love water. I'm going to do different types of places on this travel content series, but that's like my favorite type of place to visit. That's where I'm usually at. So I'm like, okay, where should I go? Who's going to go with me? And long story short, y'all, I felt like I can't wait on everybody else's schedule. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't have kids at this time. I can make my own schedule. So it was difficult trying to coordinate with other people. One, like budgeting for it, because to me, this is an investment. Like I'm investing into a new revenue stream. So I could put money behind a trip. Other people, it wouldn't look the same for them. So I didn't want to ask them to spend funds on a up and random trip, which will be random to them. Another thing is like they might not have the time off work because their work schedule, or they might have kids to deal with. So I very quickly realized like this is something I'm going to have to go alone. Like, and that was kind of scary for me because it's like, oh my gosh, it's my first time traveling solo outside of the country with like not meeting somebody there that I know, or, you know, that was like the first challenge. But we're here. I'm safe. We made it. Side note, Panama is one of the safest places I think I have ever traveled to solo. Like, it's the only place I've traveled to solo outside the country, but it was like, it's very safe. I'm staying at a family-friendly resort, which I think also helps with the safety feature. Like, as opposed to like an adults-only resort, maybe it would have been a little less safe, but I doubt it. Like, all the people here have been very nice, very helpful. Okay. Nobody told me that there were going to be stray dogs on the beach in Panama. I am on the Pacific side at Playa Blanca, and literally I was down at the beach taking photos, you know, getting content super early in the morning, and out of nowhere, like, I hear all these pitter pats coming toward me, and I look down and it's a whole dog. And I was like, where did this dog come from? I thought it was somebody's dog and they was going to come look for it, but nobody did. So I like started recording a video because the dog wasn't approaching me like in an aggressive manner. Like, I didn't feel like it was about to attack me, but I also am not like a big stray animal person, period. Like, even the domestic animals, it'd be like, I don't know what you want. So this dog approaches me. I start recording because I'm like, wow, this is something I should probably document, like this dog. And as I start recording, 2 more dogs came up out of nowhere, like, and you'll see it in the video. And I was like, where are y'all's owners? Like, and then they started playing like with my tripod. I think they thought that it was a toy or something, and I was like, no, stop, bad. Like, I wasn't yelling at it because I didn't want to make it aggressive, but like, I was like, bruh, y'all gotta go somewhere. So they tried to mess with me for a few minutes, and then eventually, like, I guess they seen I wasn't about to play with them and went on about their business. And that's when I realized, like, oh, y'all are just dogs at the beach. Like, y'all just for the beach. Y'all just out here playing with anybody. Y'all don't have no home. So And literally, as I'm sitting here making this video, there is literally a stray dog sleeping right there in front of me. Further proving my point, like, it's just be stray dogs on the beach. So that is something of note. The second challenge for me was like figuring out why people would want to watch my travel content specifically. I think as an entrepreneur, anybody who's been doing that for a long time knows like your target audience, your target customers are not supposed to be only your friends and family because it's not their responsibility. They should support you if they rock with you, but like you can't count on them. You have to build a customer base, a clientele of people who don't know you, who want to support you or who like what you have to offer anyway. So I'm like, okay, outside of people who know me, who might just be interested in where I'm going and what I'm doing, how can I make my travel content stand out from other people's travel content? And I thought about this for a while and prayed on it and things like that. And eventually I decided that one, I was going to do the same style as most travel content I've seen, as far as like go to the resort, document your experience, show the amenities. And, you know, this is how I plan to try to get brand deals and free hotel stays, things like that, where I could promote other people's brands with my content. And you can make money that way as well as just monetizing the videos on YouTube. But also I was like, you know, I need something else for every trip that is going to be different. So I decided to purchase some Ray-Ban Meta glasses and create virtual vacation experiences. And I was like, I haven't really seen that. Not saying it doesn't exist, but that's not a very popular thing. And I feel like that could be very niche for me. So it's almost like, how do I describe it? Story, like sleep stories. So basically from the point of view of my Ray-Ban glasses, these aren't the Meta glasses that I'm wearing right now, but from the point of view of my Meta glasses, I could just document the trip and I could literally do narration, which will act as like a sleep story, but also a virtual vacation. So you could act like when you see the video, it's from the view of my lenses. It'll look like you're on a vacation. Or if you just listen, you could go to sleep to it every night instead of white noise or instead of ocean sounds. You go to sleep listening to a story about how you took this vacation to Panama, for example, and that could, you know, give you the visuals to go to sleep to, the audio to go to sleep to every night. And it could be very soothing, very calming, because everybody doesn't have the time or the funds or the, you know, ability or the motivation to leave. Some people just want to hear about it and pretend like they're going, and that's okay too. So that's how I decided to make my content stand out from others. They got me, y'all. I was at the pool. I walked down to the beach just to record a video of the beach. It was dudes down there with horses signaling me. I was like, I have to go to my room. I don't have no money on me. It was money later. I do a good price for you. I still don't know at this moment what the price is going to be, but they got me because I wanted to get on a horse. I'm down here riding a horse on the beach, wondering how much they about to hit me for it. Oh my God. Okay, so I just walked back to my room to get my money. I was on that horse, it felt like forever. He let me ride that horse all the way to the end of the beach and back. And he got some good photos, some good videos. He was working for that check, okay? So I went to my room to get the money. He told me, you know, others, they charge $150 for you. Good price, I do $80. Which to me, that could still be a hustle price, but I don't care. I had fun. It was a long horse ride. He was nice. The photos are fire. I'm a post them for y'all in a minute. And he was like, you bring me Coke? He know we got Cokes, free Cokes in the fridge in the room. I said, I'm going to bring you those Cokes, bruh, because I knew they gave me 2. And I ain't going to drink no pop. So yes, I'm going to bring you 2 Cokes, an extra 5, and your $80. Wait, right here. Are you or one of your loved ones suffering from lack of fulfillment at your job? Do you sometimes wish you could quit your 9-to-5 and do something you love for a living? Talk to your bookstore about PTO to see if paid time off is right for you. Paid time off has been proven to inspire individuals to pursue their true purpose in life. It equips those who use it with necessary information to help with their journey to entrepreneurship. Click the link to get started with PTO today. Side effects include freedom, enhanced mindset, feelings of encouragement, lifted spirit, ambition, knowledge, growth, inspiration, motivation, and determination. And you know I gotta give y'all the real tea on the trip. So let's get into this Reali-Tea Check segment. One of the great things about traveling by yourself is like you do 100% what you want 100% of the time. Like you can see I'm hot. Like I'm tired. It's like 2 o'clock. I was gonna try to go do the dance class, but I found out it's outside at the pool. It's hot outside. I don't feel like being out there in the sun. I don't feel like being in the pool. I don't feel like being on the beach. Like, I did that for like 6 hours this morning. I just want to sit still, and I can, because I don't have to answer nobody or do nothing or tease nobody. Or I walked down to the beach and wanted to ride a horse. I didn't have to wait on nobody, ask nobody, see if they wanted to do it with me or nothing. So yeah, I like traveling by myself. I'm on my own time. I can take a nap right now if I feel like it, and I might. What I didn't pack that I wish I would have, bruh, I don't know how I forgot this. I packed so many things. I packed so much that my suitcase was 2 pounds over. I had to consolidate at the thing, and I have a giant suitcase. But anyway, disinfectant spray and disinfectant wipes. Okay, Reali-Tea Check segment. I wish I would have packed those 2 things. Now that I am wide awake, I figured I'd go ahead and do a quick little video and just talk about my experience with the trip so far. This is my last night here. I leave in the morning. This was a 3-night stay, so technically 4 days, but I was here for 2 whole days. Like, went to sleep and woke up here 2 days. So yeah, I mean, overall, I would rate this trip a 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for real for my first solo travel experience. 10 out of 10. Only reason I say 8 out of 10 is because, like, I wish I would have like stayed 1 more day so I could do a different excursion or, you know, explore a little bit more. I stayed on the resort the entire time. So for staying on the resort, like, and having stuff to do every day, I think this trip did its big one. I got all the content that I planned on filming, so I'm excited to see how all of this transpires into my new travel content for YouTube and my new Where's London series. And, you know, I'm excited to start building this thing out. This is literally a trip that I did to gather content to get proof of concept for a new business venture that I'm launching with this travel content. So I'm excited to see how everything comes together. I had a really great time. I would do this again, and, you know, I might stay on the Caribbean side next time and, you know, go to the Panama Canal or like see some monkeys. Y'all know I love monkeys. But yeah, like, this was a great introductory trip. Overall, my thoughts on the food: I would eat at the specialty restaurant every single night. If you come to this Riu, specifically in Playa Blanca, you won't have many other options for breakfast and lunch. You'll only have the buffet and the snack bars. So, you know, I mean, they have a lot of options. I thought the food was meh at the buffets, just to be completely honest, but the specialty restaurants all did pretty well. Overall, my thoughts on the beach for the black sand, I think that the beach was honestly, I'm gonna rate the beach high, because some beaches you go out of the country and people be like at your neck trying to sell you stuff. I thought that it was very tasteful the way that the vendors just came and set up their shops. And if you want something, you could walk over there and buy it. As far as the hotel, the resort that I'm staying in, overall, I'm going to give this hotel a 8 out of 10. I say 10 out of 10 on safety, 8 out of 10 on everything else. I thought the rooms were very, very spacious. I thought they did a great job keeping everything clean. Like, the grounds were great. The hotel hallways, everything was clean the entire time. I had a very clean experience here. Everybody was nice. Everybody was very helpful. The views were amazing. Like a 10 out of 10 on the view from my room. I got the oceanfront room, and I mean, in the liquor in the room, the amenities, they gave us different water and, you know, drinks every day. Like, I would say 10 out of 10 on the resort and things that you could do here. Why did I say 8 out of 10? Oh, because the food, the buffet was not that good. So I would definitely come back and visit Panama again. They had entertainment every night here. I would go to a different place, like maybe explore the Caribbean side of the island more and do a little more like excursion type things. But I loved it here. I really loved it here. Like, I would come back. I would come back in a heartbeat. That being said, I'm about to hop in the shower and try to get a few more hours of sleep before I have to wake up, get some breakfast, and head back to the ghetto. It's like the United States. Yay. Oh, one more thing. I only got like maybe from what I could tell at this moment, 3 bug bites since I've been here. It starts like maybe some sort of mosquitoes or whatever, which is good for me because typically bugs eat me up, like, and I be trying to wear bug spray and all types of stuff, but I'll still get bit pretty bad if there are bugs around. So what that says to me is that like either there weren't that many bugs out here, or the bugs aren't that aggressive. Either way, we're rating it a 8 out of 10 because it could have been a 10 out of 10 if I got 0 bites. I am extremely excited to be kicking off this new series called Where's London, and I hope you all will like, comment, subscribe, share, support, tag your favorite brands, tell them to send me some stuff that I can promote in my videos, tag your favorite resorts so I can go check them out, and tag a friend so you guys can see firsthand like what it's like to travel to these places, and just listen to these sleep stories. Subscribe to the channel, like share the videos, like just support me in whatever way you can. I'm just a solo black girl trying to figure this thing out, and I hope that you all will go on this journey with me every time I take one.